just in time for the end of the year, we've got the first deluxe G.I. Joe classified figure. We've got Snow Job on Way I Got It Figured.
The way I got it figured.
What's up, figure fans? Way I Got It Figured, back with another G.I. Joe classified review. One of our final reviews of the year. We've got Snow Job, a Hasbro Pulse exclusive. So yeah, I got Snow Job. Told you guys I would have him reviewed by the end of the year, and here we are. If you've been following the channel, I've done reviews for now that once we get here, all of the current releases of deluxe class figures, deluxe G.I. Joe classified figures. So that would be the Snow Serpent and Tripwire, in addition to the first one released, which was Snow Job. Snow Job came out, I think, back in August, but at the time I just had other priorities. I didn't get them. I spent the money on something else, and then had to wait until I could get them again, but I did. I wanted to make sure I got him before the end of the year, and he arrived a little while ago now, probably the beginning of December. But you know, my job, I changed careers this year, and I've been very busy at work. But I've been cranking out the content. You guys know that, but it has been a challenge to get to everything that I want to get to. So, Snow Job's here. We're gonna run through them real quick, and we're definitely gonna evaluate. You know, are these deluxe figures, you know, really worth the price, or they just come with things to come with things? So starting off as normal, we're gonna go over the package of good old Snow Job. So he's got some sort of cold weather vehicle in the background. I don't know what it is. It's not a G.I. Joe vehicle or a Cobra vehicle that I know about. Kind of looks like a, and I don't know. It's not a vehicle that I know about. We got Snow Job with his skis on, backpack, visor, and he must be up near Alaska somewhere for the Aurora Borealis effect. And of course, there's a polar bear in the back. I'm not really sure what the Easter egg of the polar bear is supposed to be, but it's there. Got some nice artwork of Snow Job with his hood down, and of course you've got his weapons loadout, which comes with another head with his hood down. We'll make sure we get into that. Long form version of his artwork. He's number 67, of course. His QR code, which may work one day, maybe not. Then we've got his tail to tape, and he is 6.5 inches, the same as the Snow Serpent, because he is using parts from the Snow Serpent, or Snow Serpent is using parts from him. However you might choose to look at that. And then we've got all of his accessories here. The visor, extra head, sniper rifle, pistol, skis, ski poles, snowshoes, which definitely came with the Snow Serpent, and a backpack, and of course the hood. We got a nice inset of Snow Job with his cold weather hat on, and then his holster. And of course, I always like to go through the symbols. So of course he's got environmental specialist 4, long range weapons 2, Strength 1, and Cold Weather Combat, Arctic Combat 4. So there you go. That's your packaging. We're going to move on to Snow Job himself and his equipment. So as you can see here, you know, he's chock full of equipment. Snowshoes, which actually have paint apps on them, from what I can see here. Yep. Ski pole skis, his sniper rifle, extra head, pistol, magazine for the rifle, sunglasses, backpack, and hood. So I got this guy, and actually, you know, one of the reasons why his review was held up was because his joints were so stiff, particularly in this arm and this leg. His joints were just super stiff. I couldn't get him to move, or at least partially. Like, I can only get partially. So like this top part of his arm would bend here, but his forearm just wouldn't bend. But you can see now it bends. And what I did was I used the, you know, boiling water treatment. Well, this water wasn't quite boiling, but it was hot. I gave him a hot water bath for about 30 seconds, and you know, I was able to manipulate this arm, because I just feel like it would have snapped off if I kept pushing it. And this leg is still a little tight at the knee here. So, you know, worked out. The figures just get gummy, but once they cool off, they sort of just go back into position. So, you know, anybody can do this. It's not difficult. I didn't have to pull any of his parts off or anything like that. But look at that Snow Job. He looks great. He has this, you know, he has a long coat on, essentially, you know, waist length coat. I've seen in some cases where people remove the waist length part, and it looks like Snow Job from A Real American Hero, where he just sort of had kind of like a jumpsuit. I don't know. I'm not gonna do all of that. And even if I did, I'd want to put some kind of belt there, like the figure had previously in Real American Hero. And you could army build the Snow Job too, if you wanted to have cold weather gear for, you know, your other Joes. You know, because his head can interchange with other guys. Obviously, I'm not going to do that. I don't have the money to do that. This guy's $35. But he looks sharp. Looks great. The paint apps are different on him than on the Snow Serpent, so it doesn't look like he's wearing exactly the same pants, even though he is. But yeah, a Snow Job for you. Now that he can actually move in his full range, we can do his articulation. This is about the same as the Snow Serpent. And I wonder if they gave him, you know, the sort of coat to differentiate him from the Snow Serpent. I don't know. We all have theories, and I don't know if I could really say that. You know, I know that a lot of the pieces are gang molded. You know, they know what they're gonna retool or repaint when they make any of these guys. So there's that. We'll do a head swap with him here in a bit. I want to go over his accessories real fast. So of course he's got the skis and They've got paint apps on them. He's got the ski poles. Then you got your snowshoes with a paint application on there to make it look like mud or something. You got his backpack. You got the tie downs to put the snow skis in, or to stick his rifle down in there. But I want to go over the rifle. Like it says, Snow Job comes with a long range rifle. And the rifle is not bent too bad anyway, a little bent, but it was in the was in like a piece of cardboard. You can just insert your magazine. Then Snowdrop's got some kind of pistol. I don't know. Maybe it's a laser gun, since they didn't give him the XM LR3. Then you got your polarized lens goggles and the collar. I guess would be like this. Put the hood on it. And you've got Snow Job without his little hat on. So what we will do now, there we go, get his head on there. And now it looks like he's not concerned with wearing the hat. The goggles don't seem really want to go on his head if he's not wearing his hat. You have him more or less rocking his 1983 look. Which is probably how I'll keep him. It's nice to have the extra head. And hilariously, having the two heads is great, but it's probably the one thing that I won't use in this one. Again, the storyline is, you know, are these guys worth it for what they come with? Do they come with enough? Do they come with too much? And I would say that Snow Job here probably comes with the least amount of stuff between the deluxes that they made. But I also feel like the stuff that he comes with is actually useful stuff. Glasses are riding up a little bit. There we go. All right. And then, of course, we can put his pistol in his holster. And we can load up his backpack. You know, you can put the snowshoes on like that. And the poles can just be stuck in like this. And as I stated, the rifle could just be sort of stuck in the top like that. And all of his gear is stowed. And hey, he looks like he's ready to go. The only thing I don't see that would help him out, in my opinion, is the XLMR laser rifle that the 1983 figure came with. And I realized, you know, everybody doesn't have to come exactly with what they came with back in the day. But, you know, I don't know. It's nice. We're tied to you know, ideas and ideals when it comes to these guys. And maybe it would have been nice to have him come with a secondary weapon. You know, the pistol is only for, you know, last resort anyway. We got Snow Job geared up. He's not gonna stand with this backpack on without a stand. That's for sure. All right, so we'll do a comparison with Snow Job and some other Joes here real fast. All right, so we got Snow Job with his 1983 Wave Beat retro card Gung Ho. We got a little bit discombobulated. Another one of his Wave Mates, as well as the other G.I.Joe deluxe figure, Tripwire. Torpedo couldn't be reached for comment, so you know, I'll do the gratuitous G.I.Joe Commander Hawk appearance. So there you go. I think that'll do it. I'm gonna move on to final thoughts. Final thoughts on G.I. Joe Classified Series number 67, Snow Job. He's a deluxe figure, but, you know, while I didn't go all into the whole philosophy of it all, I explained that in the Snow Serpent and Tripwire videos, that I feel like they come with a gratuitous amount of stuff. I don't feel like Snow Job does. I feel like Snow Job stuff is all useful stuff that the figure can use in any aspect. You can be, you know, and for the main reason is because you can store everything. He comes in a sense with two outfits, because you have the head and the hood section of his coat, but you can use everything. You know, the Snow Serpent comes with bazooka, a gang molded knife that doesn't go anywhere. I mean, there's a bunch of stuff that they come with that, while it's nice they come with the stuff, I think it's better if it's stuff that they can, you know, use all in one go, in a sense. And Snow Job kind of does that. The other ones don't. Tripwire, while I was super excited that they were making them, and they actually made them in a super decent way that made me care about Tripwire, because believe me, he's one of my least favorite Joes. But the figure's good, right? But he still suffered for, you know, having like the Hurt Locker outfit. You can only do one or the other. And I'm not going to have Tripwire in my G.I. Joe line look like somebody from Hurt Locker. You know, he's going to look like Tripwire. So, you know, I don't know what else you would have gave him or took away, you know. I mean, you could have took away the thing, leave the McCloud. You know, that's just how I feel about it. I do feel like, you know, the second and third releases of deluxe figures are not as good. They nailed it with Snow Job. It's a good amount of stuff he comes with. That's why you're paying the extra money. But it's not overly ridiculous, and it's not like you have to store 10 items away somewhere else rather than on the figure. I mean, that's just, you know, I don't know. It's not really complicated. So that's it. Snow Job being a new release. I got him after the Snow Serpent, but he came out first. you know, I feel like the deluxe figures are just kind of going down in a sense. You know, I mean, they're good figures, don't get me wrong. I'm just saying, in their quest to pack them with extra stuff, some of it's just extra. So I'm going to go ahead and give my man Snow Job a 10 out of 10 because I really feel like the mission is accomplished with what they were trying to do with this figure. So yeah, there you go. Snow Job, 10 out of 10. Alright guys, that's going to do it for this video. There may be one more G.I.Joe Classified series video before the new year. Because I think by the time you watch this, it'll be Friday. So tomorrow, which will be Saturday, I'm probably going to release 2 videos and then one on Sunday. Just so that I could catch up with what I was trying to do. So I will see you all on the next video. Everybody stay safe. Peace.
The way I got it figured.